Hey guys, it's Ken. So okay, I'm going to start doing this drawing here to show you guys what kind of difficulties I run into when I'm doing this drawing. I'm just going to, sorry, I already buggered up here, so I'll just start again. Okay, so I'll do everything normal, try and draw one shape at a time, just like always. Just bear with me for a few minutes while I'll just quickly try and run through this as fast as I can. Just about got her. Been having a lot more trouble with overhangs again, especially this type of overhang here, them not completing. Let me see what happens here. Yeah, see? So if I zoom down here, you can clearly see that that area is all purple there from that overhang. Now I'm going to go to the rest of the drawing and start drawing here. We'll catch this overhang the same way. Just get this overhang. Not trying to be too neat here, just trying to get the idea. Just about got her. We'll see what happens. Okay, save. And this time, for the first time in a while, most of the drawing works except for, like I said, this area right down here. So I don't know why it worked this time. It's the first time it has worked for me in all the times I've tried drawing it. Again, I'm going to delete the drawing, maybe try it again here. Let's give it another try, just to make sure that wasn't a fluke. But still, I still had that one error. And one error is enough, to be honest. But this one usually creates much more errors than that. Just trying to draw this one in a slightly different way, but still trying to maintain all the rules, drawing one shape at a time, that kind of thing. Just give me a second here. Quickly. Oh, I forgot this part here. See it? And when I deleted that, I don't know if you noticed, but a line deleted down here at the bottom for no reason. So now I've got to go and draw this line back in here, even though it was there before. And those are the kind of things that happen quite regularly with this program now. I don't know what's happened, but at some point the drawing stopped being as good. Like, it was working quite well for quite a while, and then all of a sudden it started not working all that well. Now if you look down at the bottom corner there, that one's not even filled in anymore. It says that it's yellow, but there's an error there. And they're not big errors sometimes, but if someone pays $1,000 to buy the app, why should they have to put up with those kind of errors all the time and have to delete things and try and redo things and stuff like that? It's not fair. It's not fair for me, and it's not fair for my customers. It's pretty hard to explain to someone that, hey, yeah, my program has bugs, just put up with it, because really they shouldn't have to. It's the program RoofSnap doesn't have anywhere near, and I mean nowhere near, as much trouble as this app does, and really it's just embarrassing for me. Sorry, I have to delete there. I clicked the wrong spot. I mean, I still haven't even tried to really sell this to anybody because I'm still too embarrassed about all the errors that are in the app, and I don't really want to put, even though I'm happy we're on the App Store because that was a major hurdle, I still don't really advertise it at all to try to sell it much, because I know that there's just too many errors in here, and anyone that buys it is just going to give me a bad review. So I don't want them to have it right now. Now here we go again, and now this time again the middle section is working correctly, which to me highlights the problem that the app is just so inconsistent. I can draw this thing, I've tried to draw this particular roof about 10 times, and not once has this roof completed perfect. It's completed nearly perfect, like the last one that I did. This one's not too bad. It's just got the 2 errors here in the drawing, but it's not perfect. And when people buy this, they want perfect. Otherwise, why use it? If you can't count on it to be right when you draw it, who's going to use it? Nobody's going to use it. It's embarrassing. Actually, I forgot to add this line here, so let me just add this before I finish and try and save again. And let me see what happens now. I'm going to go and zoom down here and try and delete some lines and see what happens. I'll delete this whole thing here and redraw it. And I'll save that. Okay, there it is. Now I'll go back over to this one and I'll try and delete. And one thing there, like, I pushed one line to delete, and yet that whole thing deleted. All 3 of those lines, or 4 of those lines deleted, and all I did was push delete for one line. This one worked, but the other one I just tapped it one time, and I think that's because the program kind of knows it's got an error there. When an area is not working correctly and I go to delete a line from it, it usually deletes the whole area. Okay, so I'm going to delete all of this just like I did the last one, and then I'll try and draw this in again. So I'll draw this, and I'll draw this. So let's have a look. When I save it, it's just not right. It's all highlighted for some reason. And then I'll draw it again. Now here, I'm going to go delete. I'm going to try and click on one line, see what happens. See, it deletes the whole thing. Because I think the program knows that there's an error there. So when I draw the other side, I'll draw this, and I'll draw this, and I'll draw this, and I'll save it, and now this one's doing the same thing. So I don't know what to say. Then I go delete lines, and this one deletes again. See, this one deleted the whole thing now because it knows there's an error there. draw it. I'm going to draw both of them now. There's that one. There's that one. And again, I'm getting errors. So the rest of the drawing seems to be working better at the moment. That's not to say that it's still going to work great for me. I'm going to go now and try and do another drawing that I was having trouble with that I sent you, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now this is on Staheken, and here's my roof here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete a bunch of lines here in this area just so I can show you. So I'll delete all these lines and I'll redraw. If I save the drawing, most of it works except for there's a little bit of a funny thing happening right there, but that's probably because this line's not connected properly yet. So let's just see if I can solve this. So I'm going to draw this area right here and connect this, and then I'll save it and see what happens. Save. Yeah, there's still this funny area right there which I don't understand. So I'll try and delete that line and draw that again. Save it again. No, it's still doing it. Draw this. Finish that line. Save it. Still doing it. I'm going to try and delete a couple of these lines here, just because they seem to be changing as well. Let's try this. I'm still getting that funny space there, and now you can see this error all around here is not right anymore in this area, and all this, I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get why all this is happening. If I draw this roof here, save it, that's what this looks like now. And this is because I deleted some lines, and now the program doesn't know how to put them back together again. Pretty frustrating, really. I don't know what to say about that anymore, because that's obviously just a big mess up. I'll try and delete a bunch more lines here. I don't want to delete the whole drawing because then I got to draw it all again. I'm just going to get to a point, hopefully, where there's no errors. So I'm going to delete this line, anything red, and then I'll save it. So everything looks good right here. So that looks fine. So now I'm just going to continue drawing the rest of the roof here, and we'll go from here. So I'm just going to draw this guy right here, and that's okay. So I'm going to draw this. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to draw this guy. Now this guy's going to go like this, come there, save it. So far so good. This one's going to move like this, and then this one finishes right like that. So far so good. Let's draw this and this. So far so good. Okay, so now I've got an area here which this comes straight down, this comes up, there's an overhang there like this, and this comes across here, and this comes across here. That should be correct. If I click on this, this is the area, this is what happens to me here. Again, it's not correct. And nobody, you know, if this is what the person is trying to draw, this is the error they're always going to get. I can add a hip right here, and this thing is actually probably going to solve my, well, no, you can see now what my error is. You know, so it's not that I'm making this stuff up in my mind. You know, this is the state that this app is in right now. You know, I just can't express enough that if somebody was using this who had no experience with the app, they wouldn't have a clue what to do to try and solve any of this stuff. And like I said, when someone spends $1,000 on something, they expect it to work. And this app clearly doesn't work the way this is right now. I really just don't know what else to tell you. You know, there's a lot of problems that have to get solved here, and I just don't know what to do. You know, it's not my fault. This is what you were paid to do, and it's not working correctly. So, and this is not a difficult drawing. This is actually pretty moderate. It's like medium level. It's not even hard level. You know, so, and to have this many problems with a drawing of this level is just not acceptable. This is an average everyday house, you know. So I just don't know what to tell you guys. Anyway, that's enough for now. I'll let you watch this video, and yeah, and then you guys can figure out what it is you're going to do.